From Black Belt Collective in Huntington Beach, California, welcome to the Submission Only series. Today's Jiu-Jitsu tournament consists of 16 regional pro grapplers in the 185-pound middleweight division. Submission Only series rules consist of one 8-minute round where all submissions are legal, no advantages, no points, no judges. If the competitors go past the allotted regulation time, competitors will go into EBI overtime. With 1 round minimum and 3 round maximum, competitors each get to choose between their opponent's back or armbar positions. Winner is chosen by fastest submission. If there are no submissions after 3 rounds, the winner will be determined by the fastest escape time. This is the Submission Only series.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, without whom this event wouldn't be possible. Impact Dental Designs, fully customized, high-impact sports mouthguards. Please visit them at impactdentaldesigns.com. Injitsu.com. Injitsu.com is a platform that allows you to meet, train, and chat with your favorite MMA fighters live from your own home on Zoom video. Our Life CBD, creating wellness products with the highest standards in manufacturing and the greatest potency in formulation. OurLifeCBD.com. Tropicana, come flock with us. Follow them at the Tropicana Life OC. Bushkill Blades. Bushkill Blades is a one-man show operated by bladesmith Dan Altavia. All knives are made entirely by hand at the Sugar Mountain Forge in Bushkill, Pennsylvania. Follow them at Bushkill Blades. Mystic Fightwear. Enlighten your journey at mysticfightwear.com. GoGoGrappling.com, the only subscription-based platform dedicated to grappling and fitness. Sign up, create, get paid.
What's up, grappling fans? Welcome to SOS number 4 here from Huntington Beach, California. My name's John. I'll be your host. With me, Kevin Widows.
Hey, everybody.
And we are about to get underway.
I'm Joaquin Holmes out of 10 Planet Grants Pass, and we're here at Submission Only Series. I just saw it on Instagram and hit him up. It's a little different. I think it's my first one I've really traveled for. So
my name's Jefferson Creighton. I represent Dan Henderson's Athletic Fitness Center, and we're here at Black Belt Collective. The invitation was great. Basically, it was just me sliding into the DM, seeing if there was a spot on the pro bracket. I was originally going to go with the 165. They had no more spots, so I was like, screw it, I'll go the 185 pro bracket. So now I'm here.
All right, and on the left we have Joaquin Holmes. His opponent is Jeff Creighton. Jeff on top, looking to sit into the half guard.
Yeah, I recognize that name, Jeff Creighton. I think he may have fought MMA before in the amateur camo promotion. Could be mistaken.
In a very good position with, looks to be head and arm control. Got Joaquin flat on his back. Looking to step out of this half guard, but a bit of a lockdown from Joaquin.
It looks like he wants to obviously get that right leg out of there. He's got heavy shoulder pressure. Look for him to put that left instep on the thigh of Holmes, and maybe move to a knee cut. I think he's okay. Now he's going to move over to that. Switch him back to where there's that instep. Might be looking for that knee cut.
He looked like he was trying to set up the side choke from bottom. Use that to sweep. But Jeff seemed to be aware of that. Now moves his head to the far side.
Yeah, you can see Holmes digging for that underhook, but unable to get it. And a lot of heavy pressure up top from Creighton.
Yeah, the only thing keeping Creighton away from the pass is that lockdown. Joaquin's saving grace at the moment.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Creighton to hide that right leg, you know, to kind of curl it under him, so he's unable to, so that Holmes is unable to get the lockdown. But you can tell Holmes really wants to get what you would call in 10th Planet System the electric underhook. So you get that left underhook on the left-hand side and then the right underhook under the leg. But Creighton doing a nice job of digging real deep on that left side. He's not letting him get it.
Now, does Creighton have double unders here?
I can't see the right side. I don't think so.
He's just got a near side underhook. Still a lot of leg work happening.
Yeah, Holmes does have the underhook on the left-hand side, but the pressure's too heavy. He needs to get up on his right hip, but he's unable without that right underhook.
Yeah, and that's one that you don't see very often is the near side underhook from top passing. It can be a great pass, but usually you have to move your hips to the far side, out towards your. Well, now he's got the double underhook, so this is a very strong passing position.
And if he locked his hands,
if he can get his feet free.
Now he's switching.
Interesting, giving up the double underhooks to go for head and arm.
Yeah, I wonder if this is this his style, or is he just reacting to what Holmes is doing?
I'm not sure, but the leg work seems to be the thing that's really giving him the biggest problem. So maybe just more preoccupied with that.
Yeah, it's that right, it's that right leg entanglement. He can't seem to get it out of the lockdown. And at the same time, when he swims his left arm over, Holmes is threatening, like you said, that head and arm choke from the bottom. So we're at a kind of a stalemate here.
Well, looks like Holmes was starting to work up to his side.
And it looks like Holmes might be looking for maybe close guard here. Maybe pull that right knee out and get to the close guard.
Yeah, Jeff shutting that down and now looking for a far side leg lock, but Holmes goes for a leg lock of his own. Holmes now looking for that outside heel hook.
If he can get a bite on that heel, it might be there. It's a little shallow, yeah.
And it gets a little dangerous too, because if Jeff starts looking for the back, he's still stuck in the heel hook. Decides to backstep. Now in a better position to hand fight.
Yeah, Creighton should be fine now. He's going to clasp his hands together and probably sprawl that leg back. And put Holmes in a bad spot.
Nicely defended from Jeff on top.
About halfway through regulation now.
Holmes just flat on his back, though. This is not an ideal position to be in if you're in the bottom of half guard.
Yeah, I wonder what his game is normally. You know, it looks like he's probably a lockdown player, you know, but you need to be up on your side and you need that left underhook. And he just hasn't been able to put those two together.
Yeah, and also either getting the near side underhook or getting crossface. And here we got a double underhook, so we're strong passing position.
Yeah, this is miserable for the man on bottom here.
Doesn't really matter how strong of the passing position you have, though, if you're still stuck in the lockdown. Shut everything down, so good job from Joaquin so far. Now moving to his side.
Let's see what he does with it. It looks again like he's trying to get to close guard.
Yeah, allowing that bottom hand to be dominated and giving Jeff the inside position. Now he's repummeling, trying to block that crossface, which is not a bad idea. But then gives the near side underhook again. And double unders again. Let's see if Jeff can actually get through, but does
the close guard.
Wind up in the close guard.
Let's see if he goes to rubber guard and what his strategy is.
Yeah, this is good for Joaquin because he's got that overhook on the far side with his left arm. Jeff postures out.
You can really see the strength in Creighton. He just popped out of that close guard without any problem. Now looking for that knee cut once again. See if he can get the underhook. Holmes doing a nice job of stuffing that knee.
Yeah, and he was using the, it looked like reverse de la Hiva, but I think he also had like an outside lockdown, but none of that matters because Creighton able to knee slide right through.
Took him 5 minutes, but he finally got there. Holmes looking to scoot out the back door. The double under
180 arm lock.
Yeah, he left that outside arm open, and now he's in deep trouble.
Great finishing position from Jeff. Looking to separate the hands.
Creighton using that cross leg pinch.
Yeah, great way to break the hands apart. We're going 2-on-1, going higher up on the wrist, and gets the submission.
Very nice. Yeah, Holmes opted for that S grip as opposed to going gable, and it's a lot weaker grip.
Stronger than I thought he was going to be. More tired than I thought I'd be. The arm presented itself with the far side underhook, and I just took it and put everything into it. So, good first round win.
Pretty dominant performance from Creighton. I mean, he really imposed his will. You know, Holmes never really got his game going, couldn't get anything going offensively.
Pretty much flat on his back for most of the match, which makes it very difficult.
Oh, and it's miserable. I mean, you're carrying basically the guy's weight and shoulder pressure for five minutes. I mean, that's going to break anybody, and it led to the eventual pass, you know, which led to the eventual finish.
It looked like he was pushing the pace pretty good there, too, so not the position you want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
A guy like that.
Yeah, no knock on Holmes. I mean, Creighton looked very heavy on top. Balance was good.
Represento a S.O.S HQ, meu nome é Cauã Antonino, tô aqui com o Daniel e mais um faixa azul. A gente vai estar lutando aqui o evento aqui. Pô, eu escutei que ia ser um evento bom, tipo, ia ser um evento maneiro assim, que vai dar pra fazer um monte de coisa, um monte de... tipo, ganhar dinheiro também, tô precisando. Uma boa coisa pra mim.
So my name is Game Over. I represent 10 Planet HQ under Eddie Bravo, and we're at Submission Only Series. Just through Instagram, I had messaged them. I've been messaging them for a while. And then I asked if I can sign up, and like, yep, go ahead. And we got our acai here today too. We got my acai company's Armbar Acai, so which is cool. We got both here today.
Players sit, Garrett opts to come up on top.
Tonino.
He's playing that reverse de la Hiva, but
gets a butterfly. Now looking to get that underhook.
Yeah, it might have been looking to set up a leg lock, maybe try to get his weight underneath Garrett and get to an ashi, but Garrett does a nice job of stepping back here. He had a bite on that ankle. He was going to fall back for a straight ankle lock, but bailed on it. There it is. Oh, Garrett's looking for legs. He had a bite on the heel and fell back, but Tonino was wise to it.
Tonino fighting out of S.O.S HQ.
Okay. Local product. Garrett's out of some 10th planet, not sure which one. Tonino looking for the he's got a honey hole, but his hips are collapsed now. Where's that headquarters? Okay, so he's up in LA. Got him. It looked like it was a knee bar possible.
Yeah, really nicely done.
We just got word from
knee bar.
Yeah, that was a nice setup too.
Foi a luta pra você?
Foi tipo muito tranquilo assim, consegui fazer muitas coisas boas. Nossa, isso que eu já tava praticando já.
I could do my game, I could do the stuff that I was practicing in training.
E tipo, consegui finalizar.
And I could submit my match. I'm very happy for this and was very good. Thank you.
That setup that he got from that reverse X into that double trouble, I got caught there a lot. Right, and then he spun around for the knee bar, but really it's that double trouble setup. I'm sick as fuck. That's something I play a lot, and then he caught me in it. Like shit, he killed the game straight up. It's good.
Really tricky game. You could see right away, just from the reverse de la Hiva that he was playing, that he was playing a very modern, sporty game.
Yep, and he basically had that honey hole, but his hips were the wrong direction. But he was able to get his weight under him and roll Garrett on top of him, which led to that belly down knee bar. Which was you don't see that often in that position. That was a slick leg lock. Which
is nice to see. I like to see the leg game coming up.
Yeah, Tonino is the next big thing to come out of that Team Atos, so we'll keep an eye on him.
Well, if that's any indicator from that match. I mean,
certainly an impressive match here to get the ball rolling. It took him about 2 minutes to get to that leg.
Yeah, that was slick.
One thing I love about Impact Dental Designs are just that, the designs. Being able to design the mouthpieces the way you want it and something that could be more individualized to you as the athlete, I think is very important. It helps you stand out, especially when you're making that walk to the octagon for myself. The other thing I love about it is how easy it is to breathe in competition and in training compared to some other mouthpieces that kind of just fall out, and it makes it hard to keep the airways open and get enough oxygen in. One of the other things I love about Impact Dental Design mouthpieces are how well it fits to your teeth. Now that makes it so much easier for you to breathe in competition and even in training. And I think that's very important, a very key element that you need. If you don't have proper breathing, it makes it very hard to perform. Your mouthpieces is a very big part of that, and that's why I love Impact Dental Designs.
My name is Michael John. I represent 10th Planet, and we are at the submission-only series at the Black Belt Collective in HB. This is the second time I'm doing this division. I did the 55 division a couple months ago, and now I'm doing the 185 division. I'm going up a couple weight classes. So I've been competing 3 to 4 times a month on average, just trying to keep my blade super sharp and represent 10th Planet to the best of my ability. Isaac Cordova and Derek Dempster are in my corner.
My name is Ryan Aitken. I represent 10th Planet out of Atlanta, Georgia with Sean Applegate, and I'm competing at Submission Only Series today. I traveled out here with Sean Applegate and Chase Hanna. Well, the invitation happened because Chase went out and just cleaned house at a tournament at New Way, along with some of our other competitors out in like South Carolina, I think. And I just heard they were looking for 185ers. Chase was going to do it. You know, I wanted to jump in there too.
Mike John, a former training partner of mine out of Classic Fight Team, did a lot of MMA training with him, so a lot of no-gi.
Yeah, he's also a training partner of mine as well.
If you've rolled with him, you know he's got a real well-rounded game.
Super good everywhere.
Super good everywhere. Known for his guillotines, though. Yep. Arm in and arm out.
Yeah, also has great leg locks.
Yep. Interesting size matchup here. His opponent's got probably 6 inches on him and probably 20 pounds. Mike is a good wrestler, too, so he'll look to shoot. You know, he's not afraid to get in on you, but he's okay with sitting, too. Looks like Aitken's going to opt to sit. Mike wants to back up.
And Mike directly down.
Looks like Mike might play a little footsie here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to come up. I think he was trying to. And as you said, Mike will fight. He will fight you on the feet as well. So it's pretty much good everywhere, just like you said. But I think he prefers to push the face on top at first.
He almost got lazy, almost got ankle picked there. Able to somersault out back to safety.
Not giving the middle. Mike John on top.
Can't tell what Aitken really wants to do. I mean, obviously he's working that butterfly.
Yeah,
he's looking for legs, maybe.
I think he's looking for legs.
Okay.
I think he's looking.
There's that guillotine.
Oh man!
Look for Mike to use this to come up on top now.
I mean, look at how fast that was.
Yeah, he's real good at snapping down and getting to that guillotine front headlock. Aitken did a nice job recovering, though, now as a body lock on him with double butterflies.
Yeah, which should send him right through. Oh, and
beautiful sweep.
And he's going to go back for the foot.
Mike's left leg is in trouble here.
Yes, it is. Oh, and he's under the heel.
Mike's got to run. He's got to keep turning it to his right and run out of there.
Tap.
Wow.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah,
beautiful job.
Stuck really deep in that one. That was great work from Ryan.
Yeah, that was a beautiful sweep, and then just found the heel on the way over, and it was too little, too late.
I really wanted to just work for a straight, but I mean, I saw the entry, he turned, want to give it to me and just kind of locked up the heel on the outside.
Did that pop?
Crunched a little bit.
Okay.
I always feel a little bad about that, but yeah.
Congratulations on making it through.
Thank you.
One thing you notice, Ryan really locked up the legs. Once he got there, his control with his own legs over Mike John's leg is so good that Mike John had no place to go. So
yeah.
That's really like some high-level jiu-jitsu setup for leg locks.
Yeah, he was stuck. Once he found that the position he wanted, Mike John had nowhere to go.
My name is Chase Hanna. I train out of 10th Planet Atlanta with Sean Applegate. And this is honestly my first time competing on the West Coast. It's awesome to be here and hanging out with you guys doing a submission only series. Man, tons of different things, a lot of stuff in Jacksonville with Brian Brown, Kukudo, which was a tournament in Atlanta that the last one that I did, they had an absolute and I was absolute champion for that, and did the ADCC trials a couple of times on the East Coast, so it's pretty cool.
So right now I'm at the submission only series. My name is Jimmy Dolan. I'm training out of Zenith BJJ, 10th Planet Portland, and 10th Planet Seattle. So getting around a little bit, doing a little bit of cross training. But yeah, I'm excited to compete. We're all warmed up and ready to go. I came up here with my buddy Morgan Matizak. He's also trains over at 10th Planet Portland. We've been training since like right when the before times hit, right when that COVID hit, and then we've just been training ever since. You know what? Borderline harassment. I just hit up as many promoters as I can and just put myself out there.
His legs already in deep trouble here.
Oh,
wow.
Beautiful heel hook finish, and that was so quick.
Chase Hanna finds Jimmy's leg quick. Wraps up a heel hook about, what, 20 seconds in, maybe?
Yeah, couldn't have been more than that.
I don't know the exact time. What was the question?
What even happened?
Yeah, it was just I sat in, he went over for the top. I was able to secure the inside position on my right side, so his left leg. Nice outside heel hook finish from Hashirami.
And it's normal for you?
Yeah, I like legs.
Okay.
Well, it was definitely a change up because I was initially wanting to do exactly what he ended up doing. So it was kind of just switch up. I ended up going right over top, ended up landing on the outside, and then he ended up getting a really strong bite on the heel, and just didn't want to push it for the tournament.
You're in a gunfight.
Yeah, I definitely was. Definitely just one of those things. If you're dead to rights, you just got to tap. One of those things. But we'll be back stronger, back smarter, back healthier.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name's Matt Cox. I'm representing the 10th Planet Freaks, and we're at the submission only series. I saw it on Instagram and just hit you guys up and signed up, you know.
Hello, I'm Major Nez. I'm representing 12th Street Jiu-Jitsu, and we're here at the sub-only series. I came here with my friend Chuy Urbina. We competed last night and won, so yeah, I'm gonna try to make it a double.
Sits right to guard. Adrian coming out of Arizona. 12th Street Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
Matt Cox, 10th Planet Freaks.
Looks like Nez wants close guard here. Cox not letting it happen. Forces a knee shield.
And apparently, Adrian just won a 3x3 tournament last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
no rest for the wicked.
It's not a bad warm-up.
So he's already in a competition mindset, which is a huge advantage, you know, coming in with that confidence and still sharp. You know, if you didn't get hurt, you're not tired.
Well, that's the thing, right? Sometimes the wear and tear.
Yeah, depending on how hard his matches were, exactly. It looks like the way he's spinning upside down, it looks like he was maybe looking for a triangle or to get to close guard.
Yep, shoots his legs back in.
He's not closing his guard, though, so maybe...
Yeah, it's an interesting game.
He's looking for an arm drag, maybe? I'm not sure what he's setting up here.
I'm not really positive exactly what he's looking for. I mean, it could be as simple as just like a far side scissor sweep.
Right.
But from the way that he inverted, makes me think that even if that were an option, maybe he's looking for some trickier stuff.
Mm-hmm. And Cox is basically just playing defense right now. I think he's trying to figure out what Nez's goal is.
Nez, now elevating with the butterfly. Looking to come up on top. Nicely done.
Beautiful. Finishes with a nice single leg.
Now we get to see some of Adrian's passing.
He's in deep on a knee cut here. It looks like he'll probably finish it if he can get head control. And he's trying to wrench or crossface to get there.
Now, really shooting that underhook deeper.
And here it comes.
Oh, locks up the hands. Beautifully done.
Look from to drop his right hip to the mat. Trying to get that leg out of there.
Oh, look at that crossface, too. Turning the head
it's
past
miserable.
90. Yeah.
At this point, Cox may want to just bail on this. Just punch that left hand hard to the corner of the room and get to his knees. And he lost it now. Now he's in side control with a full crossface.
Yeah, that was a beautiful sequence going from guard up to moving into takedown, basically, and then passing the guard like that.
Very nice. And now Cox's arms are out of position, too. He just got mounted.
Cox really worried about his arms because he's keeping his hands connected around the mat.
As he should be. You can see Nez wrenching, using that ratchet.
Does get the arms out of position, but Cox able to get that position back.
Use a little bit of a scramble there to kind of get his arms back to safety. He's using that body lock, which, you know, it just buys you time, but eventually he's got to get his arms in a safe position and work to get to half guard or some kind of a butterfly. Oh, beautiful step over.
Yeah, looking for that mount escape, throwing the legs over, but leaves his arm open. Nez is all over it.
Yeah, if Nez can get Cox's legs over to the other side of his body, he can get a nice traditional armbar here. Cox wants to get up and stack his weight on top of Nez.
Nez perhaps looking for that far ankle.
There it is.
Yep.
What in 10th planet they would call the swing move to get your opponent over to this finishing position.
Heard it called the Ronda Rousey armbar.
Yep. Look at Nez's right foot, though. It's trapped under the arm of Cox as opposed to going across the head. And that's actually advantageous for Cox. It makes it easier to sit up and put your weight on the opponent.
Oh, but now the foot in the biceps.
Yeah, he was able to. Now he's got the leg across the head. Cox in real trouble here.
I like Nez using his head and body position to maintain the control and not get stacked.
Yeah, he's being real calm here, real patient. He's just going to look to pry those hands apart.
Interesting. Switches his south arm to be the arm through. That's the attacking arm.
Yeah, he's going to. Oh, because he's trying to get on the wrist. Oh, looking for that bicep cut. Cox in survival mode here.
Yeah, defending with, it looks like he had the genie grip, but now going to the gable.
Yep.
It's getting further and further out.
There it is. Oh, Cox had daylight there for a second. That's exactly what he wanted to get that stack, but Nez did a nice job of putting the leg back across the head.
Hey, that's a
All right, kicking him in the head. Not necessarily legal, but
that is a defense.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Nez has to hide his head underneath the leg.
Nez giving a little foot of his own now, right on the face. Different kind of footsie we're seeing here. And then he gets the arm peel.
I think that was on wrist lock.
It might have been, actually. At the very last second I saw it. Both of his hands were on the wrist.
That was a two on one.
Yep. Or on the 2-on-1 against his hand.
Yeah.
Beautiful job.
Adrian Nez.
Pretty dominant once he got on top.
It's pretty simple, man. Just got to sweep from the beginning and pressure pass. Got the armbar. Yeah.
That was your straight path.
Well, it's kind of plan B, but it's nice to get it.
Cool, man. Awesome.
You know, dude's tough. I feel like I was doing good until he swept me. Got a little stagnant. You know, I was defending okay with the spider web. I kind of kicked him a little bit. Feel bad about that. And it was just all over it. Ended up getting the arm. So, but I wanted a tough match. So
more of that EBIOT.
Yeah,
training, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he had that butterfly sweep to the single leg, to side control, to mount, to the arm lock. I mean, just beautiful positional domination from top to bottom.
Yeah, at no point in that match was he not in control.
Right. Man, this next round is going to be real interesting.
Yeah, everyone going into the second round already is super good.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of fast finishes, no overtimes yet. All these guys have their game face on today. It's the first match of round 2. Aggressive collar tie attempt from Carl. That'll wake you up.
I'd like to see a little bit of a wrestling match here.
Yeah. Beautiful shot from Crane. Gets in deep on a single, but
has to worry about the neck.
Yeah, Boudreaux's going to use it to sweep and come up on top.
That's the thing about the darce, but does get up to his knees, still stuck in the darce.
He went for that darce and he paid the price for it. He ended up giving up position. Now he's on bottom side control. Creighton's left arm is stuck in between his legs, though. You got to watch out for that reverse triangle from bottom. If Carl pushes on his head and throws his legs up, it could be trouble, but it doesn't look like he's looking for it yet.
Yeah, you can see Jeff really trying to figure out what he's going to do.
Yeah, he knows he needs to get that arm out of there.
He needs to get both arms out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
Gets the right arm out.
Yeah, much better position.
He does have to worry out there.
There he is.
Reverse triangle.
Yep. Or even nowadays, that buggy choke. You never know what the guy on bottom, what the guy on bottom's capable of these days.
Oh, finally does pass though, all the way to north-south.
Yeah, real heavy here, as we know.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't keep that left side underhook with his left arm.
Yeah. Carl, get to his knees. Oh, he's setting up a crucifix here. Oh, beautiful roll. This is big trouble for Carl.
Yeah, and good control from Jeff on bottom, not allowing Carl to continue to roll and stay on the knees.
Look for Jeff to straighten his legs out to get a nice bite on that right arm of Carl. Right now it's just in a triangle.
Does opt for a little bit of a risky maneuver there, unlocking the Kimura.
Yeah.
Anytime that happens, it's...
you can lose the whole position, you know, and then wind up on bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jeff's going for here.
I think he wants to come up on the Kimura, but loses all position, and now Carl just up and running, trying to pass the guard right away.
Carl coming at him real aggressive now.
Looked like he wanted a knee slice, but the butterfly hook from Jeff really put
rolling toe hold?
I think so, but with no control, that could be a bit risky.
Yeah.
Does have the leg, but he's this is that position where you can either come out to inside Senkaku or get smashed.
Correct.
In the bottom, and it's
looking like it's going to get to the smash.
He really needs, yeah, if he can get up to his knees and face away and roll over his right shoulder.
Creighton's hip to it, though. He's keeping his weight back. He's not allowing Carl to get under and to roll him to the right, and he loses the position.
Yep. And uses that to pass, too. Very nicely done from Jeff.
Let's see if he opts to step over the mount here.
No, I think we saw a preview of what's to come.
Oh, that arm lock.
Yeah.
He might be looking for that 180 arm lock again. Interesting how he's setting this up with a gable grip with that forearm pressure on the neck.
Yeah, I think maybe just trying to keep those hands separated so it exposes the 180.
Yeah.
Well, maybe looking for Americana on the far side.
Yeah. If you can get that hand off his head, it's there.
Yeah, that was interesting.
So it's the kind of case of Gatami now.
Yep, and this is nearly like a Nogi Kanto choke.
Yeah. Carl, no real answer for the bottom position so far. Arms are way out of place. He needs to create a frame or get an underhook. Oh, I spoke too soon. Beautiful roll.
Man, that was timed perfectly.
Wow.
Just caught Jeff out of position for a moment.
Yep.
Able to put him on his back, and Carl now in the top position. Step through. I like the side to side. Looked like he was maybe going to pass to that right side. Does move that way, but Jeff does get the deep half guard.
Looking to come up on a single leg now. Create a bit of a scrambled dogfight position here.
And well done from Jeff, especially because Carl was looking for that Darce earlier, and that can always be an issue.
Right.
Jeff with some good hand position.
Yeah, basically just staying real heavy on him. Not attempting a pass just yet.
Moves over into this, it's like the Kimura half guard pass, but without the underhook being exposed.
Yeah. It's going to be tough for him to get his leg out of here, though.
This can be a risky in.
Carl can actually sweep from here. He's got both arms behind Jeff. He can do that octopus sweep, you know, where you just push off with his left leg real hard and kind of like a hip bump.
Yeah, so it's a risky position.
He's trying it. Oh, he couldn't quite get there.
But does use that to get back to
almost closed guard.
Nearly full guard. He does have one butterfly hook that's trapped in between the legs.
It's better than where he was, but Creighton is just so heavy on top. He just keeps getting to this deep half guard position.
And we've been seeing that a bit too of people going for deep half or playing just regular half and looking for that far side leg underhook, but neglecting to block the crossface and then just getting smashed.
Yep.
That crossface is...
it's just heavy. Yeah, you're just torquing on the chin with that shoulder. It just wears you down, especially in an 8 minute. You know, 8 minutes is a long time to be carrying someone of Jeff Creighton's size. And here he is digging these underhooks. You can tell this is his game.
Yeah, and we saw from his first match, so good here.
Chest to chest, and he likes to, you know, get one or two underhooks.
Yep.
And just starts ratcheting your arms up.
Yep, and he's good with either just the 100 hook or both.
Right.
And he'll power right through. Now I'm worried about the Kimura from the bottom. Connects his arms all the way through. Might use this just a body lock pass.
Yeah, might just donkey kick that right leg out of there.
Right on the hip, but nope. Just goes back to head and arm. And he's going to look to hit the old faithful. Puts the topside butterfly.
Yeah. No quitting Carl Boudreaux, though. Hats off to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pushing.
And I think a similar thing is happening as the first match where Carl's putting on that lockdown. It's preventing Jeff from passing. Steps out. Yeah, tried to time it in bridge, but
yep.
That is the bane of the passer.
Right back to square one. Here's that instep again. He's going to look to jump his hips to the ceiling and get that knee cut. Here it comes. Carl doesn't. Yeah, there's the lockdown again.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing.
An outside. Is it a lockdown or is it an outside?
It's a lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah. It just is real loose with that left leg of his, so it made it look weird. It's not all ankles like normal.
We get our first look at overtime.
I'll go back.
You take it back?
Yep.
Creighton's going to elect to take the back.
No longer an X factor. We know he is game.
Absolutely.
Taking Jeff into overtime. So
had some bright moments in that match too during regulation. Let's see what Creighton has from the back here. Sometimes guys with long legs like that, they instead of looking for the rear naked, sometimes they'll look for like triangles from the back or arm bars from the back.
Oh, and immediately to the
right to that body
lock. Yeah.
With the guy's legs that long.
Oh, I like this from Carl. Going underneath, at least kind of resets the body triangle.
It's not as bad now.
Not as bad. Still some decent control. Oh, but this might be a face crank.
Oh, that's on pretty nasty.
Yeah, he's putting on the pressure to see if Carl can withstand it. He needs a hand fight. But all the while racking up ride time because Carl is not escaping.
Carl, he was halfway there, but now it looks like that left arm might be in position.
It is. And Jeff looking to put the pressure back on.
Now the body triangle's locked on the bottom, which is a little better.
Back in the day, this used to be this was the only escape, right? But now not so much. It can be just as tough to escape when the body triangle is in that lower configuration.
Carl needs to get his right leg under the right leg of...
Oh, we might see a modified body triangle twister.
Yeah.
Yep. He's starting to put that neck crank.
Oh. Now he's out.
That's going to count as out.
Yep. That was a lot of ride time, though.
Back.
It's just hard with guys with long legs that long when they get that body lock on you.
Let him set up first, so please.
They tuck the foot underneath your thigh, and it's just real difficult to get out.
So you need to skip back. Skip back a little more. Set up. Set up seatbelt.
Carl needs to finish here or to rack up a lot of ride time.
And just regular EBI overtime rules, so it's I believe it's 3 rounds of this,
yep.
Right?
He gets a body lock of his own. Nice job.
Yeah, right away. And this is smart. Going right after the attack as soon as possible. And negate some of that ride time.
Yeah.
Or just looking to end it.
Looking to choke with that top arm.
Yeah, difficult to see from here if he's got it underneath the neck or not.
Creighton looked like he had daylight there for a second. Same thing applies. He's got to get his left leg under the left leg of Ryan and get his shoulders to the mat. Instead, he's hand fighting. He's concentrating on a 2-on-1, but he's not addressing the body triangle.
Yeah, he's trying to square up, but that left leg of his is,
you can't do it.
Caught underneath the hook, yeah. Yeah, even if he just escaped that, then his twisting.
There he goes. Now he's well, it looked like he was trying to address that leg.
Now the choke might be on there. Nope.
Jeff just preoccupied with hand fighting, but now this is over the face.
He might go gable grip here.
He's going gable grip. He's putting on the pressure. See if this is enough to get the submission.
Clayton's just in full extension here.
Oh, wow.
How tough is Jeff Clayton?
I know. He gutted that one out. It looked like there was a lot of pressure on that.
Ryan gets some great ride time here, though. This, he's going to still stays on the back. Beautiful job from Boudreaux.
Clayton nearly out of that one, but Boudreaux just squaring up with him, staying on the back, and now he's got the choke in. Doesn't have the arm behind the head, but he's trying to get it there.
He got it. Beautiful job. How do you like that? Creighton just had no answer for that body lock. With 1 second left, evidently. Unbelievable.
Oh my
Creighton's going to be kicking himself for that one.
Fucking long, bro. Good match. Good defense, lots of wrestling. Good finish. Good defense on the rear choke. Thank you guys.
This will be interesting too, because remember, Aitken had that nice heel hook from off the butterfly sweep in his first match. It was like, probably 30 seconds in. So both these guys coming off real quick finishes with leg locks.
Yeah, and usually with the leg lock game, the person with the longer legs has the advantage. But when you factor in heel hooks into that, then it starts to get a little blurry.
Right. It's almost just more leg to attack.
Yeah, really changes things quite a bit. Right away, Aitken immediately on that foot, falls back.
You're looking for a straight ankle lock too. Not afraid to mix it up.
And going right back on that leg again.
He's got a pretty good position here too.
It's a straight ankle, but if Tonino can turn that knee in towards the torso, which he has.
Yep, he steps out. Beautiful.
Oh, and lovely transition though from Ryan, going for this. Going for the heel hook. Can't get the heel exposure.
Man, he's deep on that though. If he can,
he is. Might turn into a knee bar. Nope, goes for the heel again. Tonino's trying to roll to get out.
Wow, beautiful job from Tonino.
He does get out of the inside Senkaku too.
Yeah, he can be deep on that inside Senkaku.
Tonino now on top, looking to control the left ankle of Ryan. But Ryan immediately back on the legs.
This
is a tough game to deal with.
Pulling right back into the legs is so long too.
Yeah, gets control of both ankles. Puts Tonino down for a moment. Thinking about, he's trying to go back to the saddle.
Oh, he's got a nice bite on the heel.
Oh man.
Tonino rolling and rolling.
There's just no place to roll here.
He gets the knee out. Beautiful. Oh, he switches.
Yep, looking for the twister hook. Probably looking to come up and take the back. But exposes the legs, and Ryan's just taking the legs whenever he sees them presented.
Gentlemen, we're going to reset back to center, okay?
They do roll out of bounds, and you're going to have to reset.
Man, there's a lot going on here.
Okay, let's go reset, please.
Some high-level technique being exchanged between these two.
Yeah, I like that. I like seeing Ryan even being in jeopardy of having his back taken off of the twister.
Oh yeah, his guy, man. There's no fear in this guy. He's going right at it.
Just going for the legs. That's crazy.
I think it might even caught Tonino a little off guard, going that aggressively at the legs. Tonino's thinking, hey, that's my game.
Yeah, and when somebody's that confident in something like that,
right.
Sometimes can make you second guess yourself.
Exactly.
Whoa, nearly exposes the arm.
I saw that. I thought he was going to jump for it. Tonino steps back and reassess.
This is a good match we got here.
Yeah, this is a good one. Looking for that knee cut, but against the long guard of Aiken, easier said than done.
I like this pass style too because he's passing to that unorthodox side, the side that most people don't pass to.
Right.
It can be a very confounding way to play against somebody, a guard player that's not used to that.
Yeah, get him out of their rhythm.
Well, elevates Tonino though, and Ryan immediately going for the legs again.
Trying to pull that right leg in.
Yeah, anytime they're in double guard pull like this, they're both on their butts, then I've got to give the advantage to Ryan because Ryan's looking to set up those leg locks right away.
Agreed. How frustrating is it though to be Aiken right now because you know most guys that he gets that deep on, he gets the tap.
It's over, yeah.
Right. But Tonino staying cool under pressure. Might get to see Tonino do some attacking of his own now.
Yep, you get to see him on top. And he's looking to knee cut, and he's also passing to the same unorthodox position to the right side.
Right.
And looking for a topside leg lock the whole time. I like that. He throws in the right foot as the butterfly hook. Sits through, going for the outside ashi.
But look how Tonino pulls that knee just far enough into safety.
Yeah, he's very aware of the knee line. But it's still through.
Yeah, he's not.
He's going for the toe hold on the far side. If the legs are still stuck in that triangle, then that can be a finisher. Tonino might be looking for Tonino's looking for a calf crusher here.
Yeah,
he gets that foot leg through.
Then he's got to triangle his other leg on top of it.
Yeah. Usually it's from the inside out is where that calf crusher is strong. No, but he's using it as the setup. He's moving it to inside.
Oh, and now it's Tonino in on an ankle.
I thought he was going to go to crab ride. Does not. Sits back up. Now they're in that double guard pull. Let's see if Ryan's going to be just as aggressive on the feet. Yeah, he's going to come up.
Yes, no one in inside position. Smash for chest to chest.
Still just about a little over 2.5 minutes left to go. Now at this point you have to wonder, the pace has been pretty high. Do these guys start to pace themselves a little bit, expecting overtime to come?
Yeah.
Or do you go for broke because you don't want it to get there?
Right. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they're in sick shape. They're just going to go 100% through everything.
Oh, I'm falling back right to the straight ankle. Not able to get anything. Oh, nicely done. And Ryan actually comes out with an underhook and the knee slice. Cannot complete it, though. Ends up in a front head and arm.
Finding some traditional positions. Take it back to 2002. And right back in on legs.
Sits through. Yeah, I think Ryan was looking to sit through on the saddle right there. Going from knee cut to saddle, but now looking for this far side straight ankle. That one he's not found any luck with yet, but if he can use it to set up some of his other entries. I know earlier he was going to that saddle.
Yeah, I don't think he expects to tap a guy like Tonino with that straight ankle, but he's hoping it's going to lead to something.
And especially because Tonino is turning the knee and the foot towards the torso of Ryan. He's not letting his knee position be pushed to the outside, which is where that straight ankle really comes on strong.
Exactly. He's almost just baiting him to take the heel, but then he just pulls the leg out.
Oh, and inverting.
Tonino looking to fall back on his own. There he goes.
Yep, now he's looking for a calf crusher. I thought he was looking for a calf crusher the other time, but I think he was using that as that setup to go to the saddle. So,
yeah, he likes to.
Altos guys use.
Yeah, he likes to put that arm in deep underneath the knee. To make it look like he's going for that calf slicer.
He's going to go for the toe hold right here, Ryan. Reap. Bury your foot. That's it.
Pop it across. Finish. Can you get that toe hold?
Follow him, Ryan. Follow him.
Nice roll. Both competitors roll. And now looking for this calf crusher. And I think Tonino's actually trying to put this on, but with the control that Ryan has over the left leg of Tonino,
Again, that literally isn't even there. Don't worry about it. Keep attacking his leg.
This one is just non-stop.
Yeah, this is quite a pace these two are putting on. That's the end of regulation. That was a fast, action-packed 8 minutes. This will be interesting because we haven't seen either of these guys on anyone's back today.
Yeah, mostly what we've seen from Ryan so far has been leg lock, so be curious to see how he does with the back leg arm.
Right. Let's see what he opts for here. So he's going to be, okay, he'll be on his back.
So he needs to set up first, and then he can put his
Hands high, chin in, hands high, chin in.
And of course, this is just EBI overtime rules. So Ryan starting on the back.
Interesting, he goes with the left seatbelt, left arm seatbelt. Most people use the right.
Yep, and both of these guys were trying to pass to the
other right side too. So maybe they're both lefties.
Yep, even though most lefties still pass to the to the left side.
Exactly.
Yep. Something to note, Ryan not able to get the traditional body triangle. Still stuck in the leg.
Right.
Still good control, but slightly different. Good hand control from Ryan. And that right hand of Tonino.
Yeah, he's got Tonino pretty much stuck, but he's not threatening any submissions yet. There is an arm across the neck. Tonino's got to get his head to the mat on the other side of Aikens and then work his shoulders to the mat. He's trying. Be careful not to go belly down, though.
Yes.
That's miserable.
Make it much, much worse.
He's got to address that. He has an opportunity to swing his right leg underneath the left leg of Aikens to then get his shoulder square to the ceiling. But that's a real tight bite with that body triangle, though. All that leverage in the length.
Yeah, no real big attempts from Tonino to escape until now. Well,
it's like he's exploding, but he just keeps running into that brick wall with that body lock.
Yeah, and seems to have no answer, so then he just stops and they reset.
Right.
Which is not going to really do him any favors.
He's giving up a lot of ride time. He's doing a nice job of hand fighting, though.
Time.
And that's a full 2 minutes of ride time. Oof.
Ryan, you choose your side. Your connection to the floor matters the most. Come on, one and remove it.
Timer ready.
Tight 2 on 1. Go. Pick your side. Pull it over the head. Go. Pull it over the head. Go. Spin right.
Opts to fall to the choke side.
Now.
He's going to try to peel him off here. Straight scope him off if he does.
Escape already.
Yeah, beautiful.
Good work, sir.
Is he a 10th Planet guy?
Yeah, he's...
Okay. Most 10th Planet guys use that escape. They'll fall to the choking arm side and scrape the opponent using the mat to scrape them off the back, as opposed to a traditional, get your head position, get your shoulders square to the ceiling, push, force a half guard. They like to create like a mad scramble.
And they like to go to the choking side as opposed to most traditional jiu-jitsu guys like to go to the non-choking side.
Correct.
Interesting. And right back to, so Tonino was never able to lock up the body triangle, but Ryan again, not the traditional body triangle, but that one leg in between body triangle.
Which seems to be just as effective so far.
Yeah, kept Tonino from escaping the entire last overtime. See if he has the same success with it here. Just a lot of hand fighting. Tonino's still not making any big inroads into escaping it. It's a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, he's doing enough to not get tapped, but the ride time he's given up is going to be real difficult to overcome. He's probably going to need a finish if he can't escape pretty quickly here.
Yeah, and just judging off of the lack of urgency that I see in him for escaping, it makes me think that he's just trying to be confident in his submission defense,
right,
and try to finish the next 2 rounds.
Maybe he'll opt for the armbar next, considering Aiken got out so quickly.
Yeah, did not have any luck from the back for sure.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. I know you can hold him here forever. Let's try to get this up.
This makes me wonder how often the grapplers at Atos HQ are practicing specifically for EBI overtime rules, and if they are, was there any practice for this particular tournament for it?
Yeah.
I'm sure they probably only practice it certain times a year or when they know there's a big tournament coming up, but if this was like a little bit of a later notice tournament for them, maybe Tonino didn't have any time to practice for it, and it's a big difference from regular tournament.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, he could have been caught off guard. This rule set's very specific, and these guys, you can believe Aiken's been training like these positions for months.
All the 10th Planet guys are always up on this.
Yep. Oh, it's an interesting grip that Tonino's trying to use. They're not going to let him do that. Yeah, there you go. He probably should have went armbar, in my opinion, because I think Aiken's real good at getting out of this position.
And Tonino holding his underhook arm with the choking arm, which is not the traditional way.
Yeah, exactly, and he's holding it very low. Normally you'd like to be a little higher up. There he goes. He adjusted a little bit.
I wonder if he's got something he's looking for specifically there.
He's already pretty much halfway out now. See how he's going to use the mat to...
Oh, man. And yes, he loses all control.
Yeah.
Ryan's out. You got to wonder if he's going to go armbar for the next one, because if he doesn't escape
very quickly here, it's a wrap.
Yeah. I mean, even if he does, I don't think he can win, right? No. He's got 2 full ride times.
It's not mathematically possible.
Yeah.
Are we ready? Ready? Fight!
So Tonino just has to avoid being submitted here, because none of it really matters. He has to submit. He has to avoid being submitted here, and he has to submit in the next round.
And you can see Tonino looking for that ankle lock, using his legs to try to cross Aiken's legs. But a guy at this level, it's going to be real difficult to catch him in that.
Other than avoiding the submission, that's about the only other thing he can do.
Right.
Because even escaping doesn't really help him so much at this point.
Exactly.
Oh, and actually starts to escape there, but unable to keep him squared up, switches the body triangle, and he's really being very efficient with that.
Yeah, Aiken real dominant from the back. Guy's just well-rounded. I mean, we saw his leg game, and now we're getting to see his escapes and his back control and his high level everywhere.
Oh, and we might get to see this shoulder. It's like a shoulder lock.
Where's Luis? Samurai, se ele for no teu braço, tu vai sair. Tu vai sair.
Yes, and this absolutely can submit him. This is a terrible position.
This is like catch wrestling style.
Yeah, it's like a half Nelson, but puts tremendous shoulder pressure on. Can't get it behind the head.
Yeah, Tonino's saving it by locking his hands together.
Surprised he didn't go full Nelson from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
go old school law enforcement.
It works. I saw another. Yeah, we saw Quinones tap Frank Rosenthal with a very similar position in submission only series, previous one. Definitely a finishable position.
Yeah.
Don't see it too much, but it is strong.
Tonino needs a finish here.
Yeah, that's 3 full right times, correct?
Yeah. Aiken escapes and it's over.
Yeah, there's
Timer ready?
no way.
Timer ready?
I'm surprised he opted for the back again. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. You know, you lost the back twice quickly.
And he doesn't establish the body triangle.
He's looking for an armbar instead.
That's it.
Yep.
Dominant overtime finish for Ryan. Easily taking that on ride time.
Yeah, great job by Ryan Aiken. Dominant in the overtime. Regulation was very competitive. Aiken comes out on top with that back control.
Well, man, like I had a bunch of attacks right off the bat on the outside heel hook. But he's got like tiny hobbit feet, so it was hard for me to like get a good hook on it. And he was good about keeping his hips lifted. I was having trouble pinning him. I wanted to work to the inside, kept missing it. Had one really good attempt, rolled out. Eventually, I just decided I was gonna have to went on ride time because I couldn't even get under his chin on the overtime. So, sorry it's boring.
What was your corner yelling at you the whole time?
I was supposed to be attacking the rear naked choke more, but every time I would, like, I couldn't get on that fucking chin, you know? So,
cool, man.
Yeah, thanks. Things to work on.
Man, honestly, it's just been grappling for close to 10 years. 10 years now, actually. Started with Sean and stuff like that, and just like relentlessly, just even at white, early blue belt, just going and just getting crushed. I was absolutely terrible, but I just had to keep going. Just kept pushing. It was, you know, it was just something that was forcing me to drive, and I just felt like it was something that I really wanted to do. So I just kept pushing through, and now I feel like I've gotten to a point where I feel pretty good competing out there. Yeah.
Good at jiu-jitsu finally?
I wouldn't say good at jiu-jitsu, but okay. I feel like I'm able to compete a little bit better than I did. This one's pretty good. There's some pretty decent names. It's some mid-tier guys in here, and there's a couple guys who are pretty good. But I'm just excited to be back in here and competing. I haven't competed in a pro bracket since November. And then before that, the whole COVID stuff happened, and like just pretty much just been out of commission for a minute, but I'm super glad to be back.
I'm Luis Moreno. I train out of Black House in Gardena, and I train out of Pedro Soriano Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in San Pedro. And we're here at Submission Only Series, ready to get it done. Came here with my sensei, my coach, my family. A couple of MMA coaches are here too, so ready to show what's up, man. So I got the bye for the first round, so automatically to the second round.
All right, and we are underway.
See if Chase sits as we predicted. Maybe not. We're gonna wrestle here a little. There it is.
Yep, right to it. Chase on the bottom, immediately going for the
gonna be a quick. Could be a quick finish here if Luis doesn't run for the hills.
Which is the grip.
He's in trouble, and he gets the finish. Wow.
I didn't know if it was like.
Chase Hanna, it's like a.
It just popped in.
I hate to say that he looks great so far because we just haven't seen that much of him. He just finishes his matches so quickly.
Body. I saw a nice little opening. His stance squared up a little bit, so I was able to go underneath him. Went to Ashi. Felt like I couldn't quite get the grip that I needed, so I went reverse grip. And with that one, it puts a lot of torque on the foot. And when I kicked my leg through, I went, his ankle made a very nasty sound. I hope he's okay. That was rough, but props to him for coming out, man. It's crazy.
He didn't tap. So
No.
did you switch then, or were you just gonna keep breaking?
Just you got to keep going, and then eventually use your hips on the reverse grip. The reverse, when you turn, your body's twisted, so you have to line it back up and then bridge in order to get the attack on the knee. I didn't quite get squared, so eventually he tapped on it. So, yeah. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, that was the outside heel hook too, which is a much more technical one to finish.
Yep.
Much more difficult, and he made it look easy.
Yeah, he got under him real quick and had a bite on that heel very, very early, and Luis did not react quick enough.
Yeah, and I think he started turning, and maybe for most people that try that outside heel hook, that's probably enough. But Chase had a good bite on that one, and at one point you could just see that Luis was not turning anymore, and that heel was not in a good way.
Yeah, and he winced, and then I heard him tell the referee that he heard a pop, so I hope he's all right.
Man, Chase has got some pretty vicious heel hooks.
Yeah, it was nasty. So Chase, what? That's a combined probably 40 seconds for these two fights?
If that. It's crazy.
Yep, I'm Charlie Gilpin. I'm at a Brazilian top team in Happy Valley, and I was able to win the 185 blue and purple bracket last month, so I figured to come try my luck against the big dogs, win a little more money. I'm here with my dad. Yeah, just a weekend trip, came down, gonna compete, go back home tomorrow. I told him as soon as I won that last one, I told him I won on the next one. He said 185 pro in May. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've just been training for 15 years, so if I weren't any good, it'd be really a shame. Oh, I started training when I was 11 years old. I mean, I've been injured before. There are things that have like thrown me off track, but overall it's just, I prefer doing jiu-jitsu to not doing jiu-jitsu.
Nez sits right down.
And Nez out of 12th Street Jiu-Jitsu, which I believe he said was in Arizona. Oh, man.
Man, how explosive are his hips? He gets under you so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilpin looking for a straight ankle lock of his own. Ran into it.
Yep, tried to take it to a heel hook, but Nez just not really reacting at all.
Yeah, he just saw it coming.
Did not care whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about getting leg locked.
I like the way he's playing this butter half, where he's looking to elevate and maybe go into inside Senkaku.
Yep.
Tricky game, especially if you do it well, and Nez does it very well.
Yeah, he's about as cool as a cucumber right now.
Part of that is probably from winning that 3x3 tournament just last night.
Yeah, it's just another day at the office for him, it looks like.
Yeah, literally.
He likes this single butterfly. And then
the butter half?
Yeah. And then he's going to try to get under him. He gets like one wrist control and then just pops his hips under.
Always interesting to see when somebody plays half guard and maybe they're trying to play the butterfly or they're going knee shield or somewhere in between, and they put the foot up into that kind of reverse de la Hiva position where it can be a steamer locked.
Right.
and just not seem to care whatsoever about that.
Yeah, because the Estima lock is frightening if it's on.
Yes. Oh, a beautiful sweep from Nez.
Oh, and it gets him into this terrible... but now is in traditional side. But when you have the leg trap like that, the bottom guy's nowhere to go.
Yeah, great control. I like that with the crossface with the arm down the spine, too. Now looking to maybe start to attack this Kumar on the far side.
Control that neck.
Loops his arm over.
Spin around to the other side, maybe look for the back. No.
Potential. Thinking about stopping. Oh.
He kind of let him up there, I feel like. Like I might have been looking for something with the legs.
No, he was...
Took his weight off of him.
Now, as he started to go north-south, it looked like...
Gilpin?
Gilpin was thinking about coming up to the feet, and so Nez was trying to threaten a guillotine.
I see.
But...
it wasn't there.
Yeah, something got lost in the mix, and Gilpin able to get up and get free. Nicely done. Collar ties.
I'd like to see Nez threaten maybe like an arm drag or something, you know? Now the opponent knows that he's looking to shovel his hips under him, you know, maybe then come up on an arm drag or something.
Well, Nez might be, but I think he's playing such a tricky, relaxed game that maybe that is in his wheelhouse and he's looking for it and he just doesn't see a good bite on it yet.
Right.
And he'll hit it out of nowhere. That seems to be his game. Even when he elevates you, the only reason that we know it's coming is because he's done it now, right? But he gives no warning before he does it.
No, exactly. He just kind of lulls you to sleep, and then wham, he's underneath on you.
Yeah, which is a terrible game to play against because you just don't know what's coming half the time. Sits up, gets a deep underhook. Looking for the underhook under the leg as well.
Butterfly sweep coming up, maybe?
I think so. I like the way that Charlie was switching his leg to his weight to stop that, though.
Gilpin really unable to do much here, but trying to solve the puzzle that is the Nez bottom game.
Yeah, he comes in and he's immediately trying to clear the collar tie because that's giving him fits.
Right.
And then he's giving up the underhook while that's happening, and he's worried about being elevated. It's Nez is a tricky game, so Gilpin's just not able to get off just yet.
Yeah, Gilpin's not really putting any weight on him. You know, his both knees are on the mat, which means there's no weight on the opponent, and he's just kind of surviving.
Yeah, it can be a good strategy, though, if you know, like, Nez is gone for... It looks like he's trying to elevate and maybe go for the legs.
Yeah.
If you're worried about the legs a lot, like, maybe your defense is not
Keep
so
your weight
great.
back, right?
Yeah, like a lot of... I know some of the Octos guys, when they go up against good leg lockers, they'll try to pass on the knees, like old school.
Right.
Because it keeps your legs back. So maybe that's a little bit of the thought process. But, yes, then you're relegated to only old school passing. So, it can be... give or take.
There's that arm drag.
Yep. He called it.
He had a nice grip on it, but Chase did a nice job of keeping his weight back.
Yeah, and so that's one thing that Gilpin is doing really well. Ooh.
Went for a little cartwheel.
Yeah.
Modified cartwheel slash.
I think he was looking for the Kumar on the
Oh, there's that Estima.
Yep.
Yeah, he might have been looking at that flying Kumar that guys do.
Yeah, I think so, to use that to pass and then maybe try to submit if you still have it. But yes, you're right. He's being very non-committal. He's keeping his weight back.
A little slap and tickle.
Yep.
Ooh, that was another hard one. Cyborg versus Gordon Ryan.
It's getting a little physical.
I think Gilpin's frustrated.
Yeah, I believe so, too. And probably a little bit Nez, because everything that Gilpin's doing is to stay away. He's playing that engaged just enough to look like you're busy,
right?
But disengaged, which can be very frustrating.
If it's a points game, that's what a lot of guys do, because they know eventually they'll win by advantage, or you know. If they scored early, and then they play that stall game.
ADCC rules,
right?
Take them down in overtime, and there's your points, right? I think it could also be a similar strategy, too, if you think that maybe your jiu-jitsu is not as overall strong as the other person, but you're good at finishing, you're a good athlete. Maybe you're waiting it out to overtime, so that way that's your best chance to finish the fight.
Yep. Yeah, I think they both pretty much accepted that at this point, that, hey, we're going to end up in overtime.
Yeah, only about a minute left to go, so something big has to happen.
Yeah.
If they are going to avoid that overtime.
Beautiful.
Very nice takedown.
That's the best takedown we've seen today, but Nez.
Wow. Really takes advantage of that one. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he's looking for the Nogi Ezekiel.
Yep. Which can be very strong, especially if your partner on the bottom does not hand fight right away.
He's got a nice clamp on it. Gilpin reacts by bridging, forcing Nez to base. He might go for like a... Oh, okay, I was gonna say, if he knew how much time he had, he's gonna go for a submission here. I'd be willing to bet.
Yeah, it definitely benefits him to try to, especially with your opponent's arms out of position like that, reaching around the waist.
He goes knee belly. He's going for that 180 arm lock. There's a Hail Mary. Here it comes.
Going for it. Oh, but Gilpin, look at how explosive.
Yeah, he's too strong for that one. Gilpin fall back on the heel, maybe? No,
they missed. So a couple seconds left, so. Get it.
What if he fainted the handshake there?
It's been done before.
Flying leg scissors.
Defend.
It wouldn't be illegal.
It would not. No.
I get to pick, right?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Back.
Take it back. Okay. So we want to sit up behind the logo, so right here.
Looks like Charlie's going to be attacking first. He'll be on the back.
See what he's got from the back.
Yeah, can you just get first?
Get my grip first.
Let it go.
Oh.
Can I have you pull a little bit more across your chest? Jimmy, ready?
Ned's already looking to fall to his right.
I like this when they hunch forward like that.
Yep.
Oh, man. Right away. Gilpin, you can see the strength. Trying to pull him to one side.
Ned's doing a good job
oh, but this might be done. This is across the face already. I think he's got it in. Oh, man. Nez is just a soldier, because that looks really deep.
It's not out yet.
No, he's got to get that. He's got to get left leg free, and so he can turn the hips to square up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there are submissions from the side here, too, before. Yep.
Wow. A decent amount of ride time. We got probably 30 seconds out of that, right?
Yeah, and some decent attempts on submitting, too.
Yeah, he had a nice little face crank going.
Yeah. Rear naked right across the face, the jaw. Can definitely finish. And that just kind of is a testament to see how explosive and how strong Charlie is. Really not somebody that you want to hang around with them on your back.
Yeah. And eventually he'll find that squeeze.
Yep. And you got to think that, as we saw with that armbar attempt right at the very end of regulation, the escaping speed is going to be really quick as well. And yes, we see it right there too.
Nice. Yep.
As soon as he sees an opening, he is out of there. And that is so tough to deal with.
He's going armbar here.
This would be interesting.
Yeah. Guess he didn't really care for the back too much.
So once he's set, then you can sit, okay?
You can't cross his feet.
Yes, you can. Yeah, absolutely you can. I don't know who said that, but you can.
You can.
What? Cross your feet. Somebody yelled out you can't cross your feet.
Roll into 6 seconds.
Interesting that he switches the feet too once he moves. He had the one that was over the head on the bottom at first, but now he switched it to be on top.
And he's no longer has the shoulder in there.
Gets the arm extended. Nez not tapping though. Nez looking to come out. Oh man. And he gets out.
How do you like that?
Cool. That was looking dicey for a second.
You might feel that one in the morning.
Yeah, I would love to know how far that arm got extended. Beautiful. Escape from Nez.
Yeah, I think that's a little disheartening for Charlie. I bet in his mind for a second there he thought he had it.
Timer ready. Gentlemen ready?
Yep.
Fight.
There's a body triangle.
Yep. A nice proper body triangle.
Charlie does a nice job of getting it to the bottom. I don't see a lot of guys addressing the legs first. I mean, you obviously have to hand fight too, but
at the same time, yeah, right? But you got to get out of the legs.
You've got to.
Yeah, when there's a body triangle,
right?
Of course. Oh, this arm's across.
Yeah, he's in trouble here. This is going to be a face cramp.
Nez can like get up onto his biceps. If he does, yes,
yeah.
he hits it.
Yep. Could be a Connor. Yep. That's a nasty when your head's turned all the way to one side like that.
Yeah, he just snuck it in there.
Yeah, that's the bottom of the street. Yeah. Excellent match, guys. Thank you.
It's a hard-fought battle.
Yeah, beautiful rear naked choke there. In overtime. Adrian Nez, really nice.
A bit disappointed. He's very defensive and then he explodes very quickly. Didn't get to implement what I wanted, so I wanted overtime. But happy with him. I prefer the S grip. The S grip seems more secure, more flexible all at once. I try to do a lot of specific positions, but not specifically BI.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a tough guy. Being more resilient when it comes to overtime. A little more stubborn. Maybe a little more active during my 8 minutes beforehand. All in all, man, I'm just a purple belt coming out here to go with the big dogs. It's good to get these experience.
What's up, guys? Aljamain the Funk Master Sterling here, top UFC bantamweight.
Hammer fist to end it! Aljamain Sterling! The Funk Master delivers. Tricky with that. He lands those things every time.
Are you guys at home looking for a challenge, but you're home with your feet up on the couch? Well, guess what? I got just the thing for you. We're gonna sign you up right now on injitsu.com. All you have to do is click the link below and you're gonna take one of my classes and I'm gonna get you ready, get you in shape, and get you motivated and ready to go so that you can become the best version of yourself. Guess what? We're gonna hit a hard workout and then we're gonna have a nice Q&A so you guys can ask me all the questions that you wanna ask. So are you ready for this? Are you up for the test? I hope so. And I'm gonna be the judge of that. So let's go, baby!
Won the first match, now we're here, getting ready for the second one. Let's make this a quick one and keep going. The training, God, I don't know, 8 or 9 years. It's kind of a long story, not for this time, but just consistent. Morning, night, free time, thinking about it, drilling, making sure you're just on the mat consistently and always reviewing what's going on so that way you're ahead of the game or with the game and not behind it.
Man, I think a lot of it at this level is to listen to my fucking coach, you know, like last match, I didn't really listen to him. I was being stubborn. I think I was just playing it too safe, you know. I need to listen to my coach, you know. You can't ever go wrong with that. So we're gonna do it, you know. What it takes to get here after 11 years is really to listen to your freaking coach, you know. If you feel like you already know everything, and you feel like you're not learning from your coach, maybe you've outgrown them, you know. But you know, every now and then, there's always somebody. There's always some coach, you know. For me, it's Sean Applegate. You know, he knows what to do. He knows what to say, and it helps me a lot. You know, he does most of the work for me. You know, I just got to apply it. You know, so it's a science.
I am. Friends shake hands. Time we're ready. I appreciate that. Thank you. Time we're ready. Ready? Ready? Fight!
Aggressive collar ties early on here.
The drill from Hanu, BJJ. Aiken from 10th Planet Atlanta.
Aiken likes to sit down here. We know what he wants. The question is, will he get it?
So far, nobody really able to solve the puzzle of Aiken.
Oh, he's under him now. Gets the sweep he wanted.
Nicely done.
Oh, he's going to fall back on that leg. Boudreaux in a little bit of trouble here. There it is. Beautiful heel hook again from Aiken. Man, he's so smooth with that once he gets that sweep that he likes.
Well, my coach, I listened to my coach. He said that he's been working leg locks and stuff, so I was a little nervous right off the bat, and I felt like he wanted to wrestle me at the beginning, so I pulled, staggered, jumped in there, tried to fuck with his stance a little bit, and then finally got tied up on a good butterfly half, and then he dove on a Kimura, which had me a little wary, so I had to burst out of that. And then when I bursted out of it, I was able to fall into a Nashi. We started rolling. I saw a good belly down straight, took it. You know, wish I could rely on like better, stronger submissions, but you know, sometimes that belly down straight works. So, yeah. Thank you.
I think the opponent's not expecting him to go for the leg after the sweep.
Yeah, it was, that's a sign of a great competitor, is to attack immediately after you finish defending.
He gets the sweep, right? And then it looked to me like he was going to just settle into top position. But immediately he falls back on the leg, basically putting himself back on bottom, which I think confuses the other competitor. And then he just got a nice bite on that heel.
Yeah, great way to get super deep on the legs.
Yep.
Jennifer Dietrich, 10th Planet HQ under Eddie Bravo, and we're at Submission Only Series in Huntington Beach. They tagged me in it. I wasn't aware. There was supposed to be a tournament, but there wasn't as many women. Then there were a few, and they dropped out, and now it's a super fight. Just that she'll be a game opponent. It'll be a great challenge. Rob Rodriguez is cornering me, and Luis Quinones is cornering me as well.
Hi, my name is Sofia Nordeno, and I'm representing Hanu BJJ from San Diego, and we're here at Submission Only Series. I got my buddy Carl Boudreaux in my corner. He's just competed, always been my brother, always will be. I found this tournament online, and I was lucky enough to get sponsored by my academy to go and fight.
Daniel with the collar tie.
Yeah, she was looking for like a tie clinch or maybe perhaps trying to snap down. There it is. Looking to snap her down maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's it's an interesting move when grapplers go for the tie clinch, because it can stress out the neck like crazy of your opponent, but it also can leave you open in double ways.
Yes, exactly.
Using it to pull guard. Okay, interesting. I don't think that's exactly the way she wanted to end up in guard, but
Dietrich now looking to stuff that left knee through to get to half.
Yep. Does so. Nope, it's butter half. A nice entry into this.
Almost like an X guard position.
Yeah, I think she was trying to set up the. No. She's trying to set up the maybe far side inside Senkaku.
Yep.
No, it goes to
50-50 kind of.
Yeah, it's the bad 50-50 where the legs on the far side. But with heel hooks, it's basically just an outside option.
Right. She could attack that leg if she wanted. I mean, it is stretched out.
It looks like Dietrich is just on the head. She's got an underhook.
She's trying to knee cut, but she's not going to be able to get there with that.
She is in danger of being put in a mirror lock, though, because Nordinho is, if she starts moving more to her left side, she has got a great angle.
Oh, she uses it to sweep.
Yes. Yeah, Dietrich had to move to her back to alleviate that mirror lock, because that can be vicious submission. Nordinho ending up in the closed guard.
Oh, nice. Uses that guard open to get right to the outside heel hook.
And she's going for it.
Was that a tap? It was like a phantom little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was a tap, but it was just one hit.
It was one.
Maybe she was thinking about coming up and pulling on the knee. Ended up.
Look at that Estima lock. Oh, and gets the tap with the Estima lock.
Nordinho.
Wow.
Jumped back real quick, so there must have been a pop or something.
Yeah. Wow.
So I've been working a lot on my stand-up, and I really try to be confident standing up to head fight, but I felt it made me really well, so I decided to pull guard where I'm more comfortable. I started to handle a little bit for triangles, but she's really good at fighting me up, fighting her head, and in a transition from 50-50, I always like to set up that Estima lock because it always keeps hanging out. I got a good bite, I took it, I got it.
Well, yeah, what she caught me in, I feel like the Estima lock, that foot position, as soon as she went for it, I couldn't pull it out in time. The other stuff I was familiar with and could get out of it. You know, everybody at headquarters does heel hooks, so that I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, it's not that tight.
Estima comes on real quick.
Because it comes on real quick, yeah. I tap early, though.
All right, yeah. Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
I did not think she would have the angle for it. I thought Dietrich had her foot flat against the torso, but apparently it was a pretty strong one.
It went on fast and aggressive,
which is not the best way to get submitted by a Estima lock. Because usually this is very painful and dangerous. But Dietrich looks to be okay, so no harm, no foul, and it was a great super fight.
Wow. Yeah, showed a lot of variety, too, with her attacks. Almost had that outside heel hook at one point. Some nice sweeps.
Self-defense is primal. To protect yourself and your loved ones, there's nothing more important than that. Here we take from many martial arts, boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, and we put it into a system so that anyone can use it. We're always ready because we train hard. We take it seriously, and so can you. You just have to start. Welcome to Black Belt Collective.
Today I've won 2 matches, both outside heel hook. I don't know. I feel like jiu-jitsu is one of those things where like I was never really like a super like athletic kid, right? Like I was never just like the all-star, right? And when I found jiu-jitsu and I learned that it was something that like if you put your energy into, like no matter you're athletic or not, there's going to be a payout. And I just feel like there was just, you know, something that even though I'm not like a super athletic specimen, I'm able to come out here and like showcase my jiu-jitsu by just trying to be as technical as possible and as efficient as possible. So that's kind of why I do it. I just want to test myself. I want to prove that I can do it.
I guess it's just a day in and day out something to do. You know, I mean, it's always, it's sort of an ever extending ladder, you know? The levels to jiu-jitsu are infinite because we don't even know the extension of the potentiality, but like, I mean, I'm not that good yet, so.
You don't think so?
No, not yet.
You ready, Fight!
sits right to guard.
Probably what Chase wanted, but he's
Chase immediately going for the leg.
Yikes.
Nez a little bit more wary of the knee line. Let's see if it's all the way out, though. Chase has
okay
so
now.
far been...
He's okay now, but he's got to get... Oh, he goes for a toe hold of his own. Chase fights it off. Gonna recenter here. Man, Chase got in on that leg quick. He does not waste any time.
He does not.
I don't even know where
Got some place to be or something.
Exactly. He knows the UFC comes on in a couple hours.
Yeah. Left the oven on at home.
Look at Nez. Got in on his leg quickly, too. Chase going to pull that leg in and fall back on it again.
Now, this is interesting because Nez likes the leg game, as we've seen. But do you continue to go for that? Oh, and looking for this kind of Terra footlock on the outside is Nez.
It was tight there for a second.
Yeah. You've always got to worry about going for leg locks against somebody who is also a leg lock specialist.
Yep.
Nez using it to stand up and looking for the neck, which might not be a bad idea. Got to keep his legs safe at the same time.
He almost got that inside Senkaku, but his knee line was just out of range.
Excellent work, Chase. Very, very good.
It looks like Chase is looking for like well, he was looking for a rolling toe hold, and now he's just kind of locking up like a straight ankle lock grip. I think he wants to fall back and control the left leg, but then eventually attack the right leg of Nez.
Yeah, but he has to worry about this leg of Nez coming over.
Oh, now he has a pretty good bite here.
Or this is. I think the knee is still trapped. Nez does pull it out. Should be safe now.
Yes, sir. Very good.
Oh, it can be dangerous again.
Nez doing a good job of getting his knee line just out of the red zone.
It's close, yeah. It's close enough to where if Chase could get a good bite on this and pull it back in just that slight bit, then that would be a finish.
Correct.
So it's a dangerous game to play.
Because everything else is there. He's got the heel is on the wrist and everything.
So far, Nez looking very confident and going for this belly. And now this belly down on the far side can actually work.
A lot of attacks being exchanged
This is
here.
a deep one from Chase.
But Nez is doing a good job scooting backwards. Chase can't quite find the heel.
The knee's in there.
Oh, that was in. That was in. Wow.
Man.
Playing with fire.
Yep, Nez going for that far side toe hold.
Yep.
And it looked pretty deep, too.
Yep.
But toe hold is not
It's a game of rock, paper, scissors.
It's all about it.
Yeah, I know about Adrian going in. He's super tough, right? Very unassuming. But I watched him do Sabatero maybe a month or so ago, and he beat my buddy Ryan, who's in the finals right now. I knew he was gonna be really tough. He's probably the toughest dude in the bracket, so I was really pumped to have a match with him. Had a lot of respect for him. I knew some of the attacks he was gonna go for. Very fun leg exchange. I had a good time. It's the most time I spent on the mat all day. Dude, he's an animal. A lot of respect for him, man. We started in, I believe it was outside Ashi. I have to go back and watch, and I flipped it over to the 50-50, 80-20 type position, and I rolled through and got the inside heel, which from watching some of his competitions, I know he doesn't really, he can take a lot on the outside. He's very good at defending the outside, so I knew I had to go to the inside at some point. Just glad I was able to get there today.
See you next match.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I got a little bit too hyper-focused. I saw that he didn't like the toe hold, like initially when I first got it, so I thought maybe he'd get scared and stop going for my heel when I grabbed the toe hold, but obviously he didn't. So, no, actually very few people want to play footsies with me. So, it's not something I see very often, actually. I'm usually dominating exchanges. It's usually not a back and forth.
man. That is really exciting stuff, though, from Chase.
Yeah, he's a high-level leg locker, man.
I learned the hard way. Fighting through the pain only got me so far. Citrus CBD ointment has allowed me to limit myself and my potential. I'm no longer held down by my pain. From our life to yours.
Yeah, my name is Kevin Melendrez. I represent Micon Carvalho, BJJ, and Cavarinha, BJJ, and I'm here at the Submission Only Series. I'm filling in last minute for Andrew Alexander. He got injured, I believe, so stepping in for this super fight and gonna face Elijah Tagalog. I know he's good, so it's gonna be a fun match. I came here with one of my students, Jacob Good, and he's gonna be coaching me right now. So I competed at the last Submission Only Series. It was a 155 lightweight pro division. I lost in the first match in the overtime rounds. Not something I'm really familiar with, but you know, I'm game to compete in any style, no complaints. So yeah, I'm here to do my thing, hopefully get a finish in the regulation.
My name is Elijah Tagalog. I represent Gracie Baja Carlsbad, and I'm fighting at the Submission Only Series in Orange County. I competed here last time, and I'm returning to fight again. So last time it was good. I like the format just because it gives us the opportunity to work towards submissions, of course, and like not have to worry so much about the points, kind of work just all the different positions a lot. And I was able to get an opportunity to do a super fight here, so I'm here to do that today.
Looks like Tagalog wants to sit. He does.
Immediately, yeah. 2-on-1.
Looks like he wanted close guard, but unable to get it. Ooh, steamer lock coming. Does a nice job of getting out of there.
Yep, that's about the response that you need.
Correct. Can't waste any time getting your foot out of that.
Oh man, it goes on so quick.
Yep.
As we saw in the previous super fight.
Exactly. Tagalog looking to scoot underneath now. Maybe setting up an outside Ashi?
I think he wants a... No, he goes to the short hook, okay. Yeah, so he's in short hook X, basically. This is a great position.
Straight ankle lock, maybe?
For Elijah, there is a straight ankle lock here. There's actually like a whole system from here that's not really very popular, but it works very well.
Right.
And at the very least, that right leg of yours is usually pretty... It keeps things... You're essentially on a bear trap, like a calf crusher on the far leg. You can go back to it if they decide to stand. You can use the short hook with your left leg like he's doing here. But you have to be pretty connected. You have to be wily the way he was.
Right.
Or if they spin, you got to spin with them. And you got to watch your feet. Oh, and this could be a belly down straight ankle, and this one is super tight. Does not finish the fight, though.
He almost had the heel, too, on there for a second. Now he's looking for that calf slicer, switches back to the...
Yeah, but his foot is not out yet.
No, it's still in deep.
Interesting. That is some confidence in your feet.
That was a cartwheel pass to, like, outside Ashi, I think. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, don't see that over there.
I don't think he even knew that's what he was going for. Just kind of landed there.
Now nearly in 50-50, tries to put the foot over for the saddle.
And then Kevin's right leg is in jeopardy now. Yep. Are we looking for an steamer lock on that?
Yeah, but there's an inside heel hook here.
Rear hook is there.
Yeah, and this foot position is very
Melendez in trouble here.
For Elijah. That was... Is that not a tap?
Melendez isn't... Oh, he does a nice job of keeping the right leg of Elijah from getting to where he wanted it.
I thought that was a tap that we saw from...
I think it was one of those single pats like we saw in the other one.
Now back in 50-50. Dangerous position when heel hooks are available. I like what Elijah's doing, immediately moving to that 80-20 though. Getting the knee free. Still keeping Melendrez's knee in the line of fire though. Working the knee bar to the heel hook. Well defended from Kevin. Elijah's just getting a little tunnel vision going for these legs.
He's trying to get to the inside Ashi here, I feel like, if he could switch his legs, but it's going to be hard to do.
Some people...
See how he's pulling on that leg to free open the space?
Yes,
he has it. That's tight.
Inverted heel hook, and this one is, oh man. And you can see, look at his left leg is shaking in there because he's putting on so much pressure.
Interesting defense from Melendrez, how he's just lifting up that one leg of Elijah. See how he's doing a 2-on-1? But he's also got very flexible tendons or something because that was on pretty tight.
Yeah, that's usually not, that's not the standard defense.
Correct.
For that.
That's why I remarked on it. It was just odd how he was using that to stay alive.
He seemed very confident in it, too.
Right.
Which I would be not content in that position.
Oh yeah, I'd already be in the car on the way home. after that attempt.
But Elijah moving right into side control, now into mount with
4 minutes left.
Potential mounted guillotine.
Thank you so much. Is that okay?
Smothering now, using the hands.
Hand over the mouth. Oh. Melendrez goes upside down and it creates a scramble. Flying triangle attempt? No, does a nice job of getting to the half guard.
I know. Okay, pause. Reset center. Here we go.
Beautiful scrambles.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. You're good. I just didn't want you to hit the camera.
I'm just going to reset him back towards the center.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it was a clean break. There's nothing, no position to reset. Interesting though, Elijah immediately back on top.
We've been looking for the knee bar.
I like this, stepping around. And no, see, he likes this leg position where he's got the outside leg hooked around.
Tap.
And he hits it, gets that inside heel hook.
Dude, don't worry. Oh, dang, I didn't even know there was going to be that many. All right. That was super fun. Last time I came, I got like some really good leg locks like happening to me. And it kind of made me want to look into that, learn more towards that kind of area. And so I've been practicing it a lot, just kind of knowing at some point I'll be able to practice it. Today I was able to work that stuff. So I had like a really good guy that I was fighting against. Like last time I was hanging out with him, I could tell he's like a good fighter and like a cool person. He's not gonna like be an a-hole, you know. So I thought it was a good back and forth, especially because like I thought I could get a couple of them, but I had to like push it to the end. Right. For sure there was like a little bit of a cracking, but I think he said it was his ankle, so I'm glad it wasn't like serious damage, you know. He told me just straight knee, yeah. Like it was just so tight, it was like hurting the knee. Yeah, that's good. He popped my ankle a couple times. Oh yeah. But like friendly pops. Okay. It's fine, yeah. It pops all the time.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, the last one was on the knee, so I compete next weekend. I don't want to push it. It's just the leg locks, man. It's something I got to train. I never trained it before. So.
The leg locks?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, this
you know, it's traditional, you know, we just pass the guard and stuff like that. But I want to get into it. I wanted to practice. I wanted to enter it more. And yeah, you caught me.
Thank you.
Had a lot of fun. Cool.
Using like one of the newer, where it's like a 50-50, but you go to 80-20, so you're kind of out.
Yeah.
And then instead of having your leg crossed over into 50-50, you have it across their waist and hooked behind the hip. So Kind of locks them in. But it's like a newer style.
Yeah.
That people are just kind of starting to use.
Okay.
So
yeah, it looked powerful. Like he could generate a lot of power in it.
It seems weird at first because it kind of exposes that one leg. But if you really hook it around their back, it stops their movement. It's hard for them to go and get it.
High output, so you really want to get your heart rate up here.
Very nice, guys. We're coming up for our last 30 seconds now.
Ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice work. Take a second.
So my name is Danny Rubinov. I represent S.O.S. I'm training under Professor Andrew Galvao. We're at the final of the bracket of blue belt and purple belt 145 division, and I'm excited. So I had 3 matches. I won the first two by footlock, very quick. The third match was against a very tough guy. I won by referee decision, and now we are at the final, and I wanna beat him by submission.
Alright, yeah, my name is Boyd Abernathy. I represent Agima Jiu-Jitsu out of Utah, Provo, Utah, and I'm in the finals for Submission Only Series, 145-pound division. Dude, I've had some tough matches. I've gotten subs, one of them overtime, but all three subs. To get here, I've had to dig deep, had to be creative, just stay frosty and keep pushing the sub. That's why I'm here. I want that extra money. Yeah, I flew out here all the way from Utah just to get my name out here. I know there's better competition down here, good sub-only stuff. I want to get my name out, start representing like Utah Jiu-Jitsu, and you know, start getting paid to make this a career. You know.
Nice, man. Cool. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Yeah.
So,
how long have you been training?
About 7 years. I started when I was 14 years old, right before high school started.
You can't even just choose corner if you want.
There you go. Here's the leg.
He wants that cross option.
Nice. That leg. Awesome. On top, Dan. On top. Let's go. Look the best. Look the best. There you go. There you go. Nice. Nice. Good boy. Let's go. Grab the sit belt. Sit belt. Sit belt in. Sit belt, Daniel. Breathe. Sit belt. Go to the shoulder. Grab your shoulder. Grab your shoulder. Nice. Go here on top. Nice, Daniel. Make the angle. Make the angle. Awesome. Awesome. No, no. Nice. Stay there. Stay there. Low, 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 low. Control. Daniel, control. Control. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Grab yours, Kristen. Grab yours. Now let's work the hooks. Let's work the hook. Daniel, let's work. Bring this leg on your shoulder. Yeah. Now bring the other leg. Bring the other leg. Nice. Let's go. Lock it. Lock it. Lock it, Daniel. Don't let it go. Lock it. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. That's now. It's now. Lock it. He's gonna tap. He's gonna tap, Daniel. He's gonna tap. He's tapping, Daniel. Keep it.
So basically, I started my guard, started to play my game, reverse La Hiva, tried to attack the back. I got the back 2 times. The first time he escaped, the second time he escaped, and I went to the arm triangle, and I finished the fight like I said that I want to.
Yeah, is that a go-to for you, that arm triangle?
Yeah, I saw that coming. I closed it real quick, and I finished the fight, and I won this category and this division.
Well, man, how do you feel making the money?
You know, I gotta call my mom and my dad and tell them about that, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for inviting me. It was a good event, it was a good experience, and thank you for the honor.
My name is Jesse Goodwin. I represent 10th Planet Oceanside under Gio Freakazoid Martinez, and I'm here in the submission only series final at 165 pounds. You know, it took a lot of practice, a lot of reps in the gym. I pretty much live in the gym. Anyone there knows that. And I'm just glad that comps are starting to come back here in California, and I'm trying to get as many as I can. Training about twice a day, maybe 5 days out of the week, and you know, last year I haven't competed a whole lot because of, you know, COVID and everything, but I've competed twice here at Submission Only Series in the last 2 months or so, and I got some other small tournaments coming up in Vegas and things like that, so I'm just trying to stay busy and get as many as I can.
I'm Daniel Sattler and I represent Athens Jiu-Jitsu San Diego. We're here in the finals for Submission Only Series. I got some good matches. I could do what I was training a lot, like very fast submissions, and that's the goal always. I'm with my teammates Kainan Duarte, Lucas Barbosa, and the Athens crew came out here to support me in this tournament. I learned a lot of stuff, like and a lot of mistakes that I made. Even when I submitted my fights like fast, I know I could do more, and I hope I can give a good show in the finals.
Show that like people hook too, back step. Yeah, that's okay. Why is the ankle off? Stay tight, stay tight. Pulling straight ankle off, no heel hook.
Straight, straight.
That's straight. Watch your V-bar stuff, okay? No back take, no back take. No back take, Jesse. Keep rolling with it. Keep going to get that elbow off. Head up, head up, head up.
Boa, muito bom, muito bom. Vamos pegar aí, ó.
Let's go. Let's go, Chin.
Thank you. Again, I submitted again. I'm very happy I did the arm bar. I was like with this mindset to play guard, and I knew it would be harder than the other ones, but I could do what I was training for. And for sure tonight I'm gonna go to a Brazilian barbecue, of course. Churrascaria, you know, and then bring this money to San Diego. Is gonna be very important for my preparation for the other tournaments.
Hey, congratulations, bro.
There was a bonus of...
Yeah, you got all the subs. I'm gonna give you the bonus.
Okay.
The bonus for the dinner.
Hey, everyone. That's 250, right? 250 bonus. Dinner's on him. You said it's my dinner, right?
Like we said, bro. Like we said.
Okay, yeah, so we're in the finals. Pretty fun day so far. Got all finishes from heel hooks, 2 outside, 1 inside. Definitely the semifinals match. My previous match was the toughest one up to so far. I knew about Adrian going in. He's a super tough guy. A lot of respect for him. And now fight my teammate Ryan. He started training with us last year, and he's from Alliance. He's a transplant, but he's super athletic. Really happy to be able to close the bracket out with him. We have some hellacious battles in the gym, so hopefully this will be fun. And either way, we're gonna go home and drink a couple beers, hang out, get some food, and then get back to it on Monday. Man, it's just a sense of feeling like I can do it. You know, like there's a lot of times, and I feel like maybe we cower down to like certain things and like pressures of life. I feel like if I can handle myself, out here dealing with these people who are trying to break my limbs off my body and choke me and stuff, I could probably deal with a lot. And it just makes me feel good, that there's somebody out there that could probably like take it to me, and I wanna see that guy. I wanna challenge that person, and I wanna feel what it's like, and that way I'll have something like, okay, this guy is really good. Now I need to work on these things. It always gives me something to progress on, and something that that'll help me just get to the next level. I think so. It helps you, instead of just looking at it all in a big picture, and you look at life, you're like, I got all this going on and that going on. You look at like a bracket, you see it's just a big bracket. You don't lump it all into once. If you take it and you take each match as they are, you can chip away at the tournament instead of just showing up and be like, oh, I'm gonna breeze through this, or like, oh, I don't know, this is crazy bracket. Like, just take it one match at a time, and wherever you end up in the end, whether it's you make it all the way to the finals and you win, or like you get stomped out in the first round or two, like either way, now you have something to work on, and you can always go back and just try to keep going forward.
We're here in the finals. I had to win 3 matches to get here.
Yeah, cool.
Three tough matches, but I think Chase had a harder side of the bracket. But I had one long match with somebody, but I mean, a lot of it is just me having to tighten up my game. I don't really think he was much of a threat, but I got a lot to work on after this tournament for sure. Win or lose, like in general with like a money tournament like this, dude, losing sucks. The drive home freaking sucks. And in this case, I'm flying back on like a 5-hour Spirit flight. It freaking sucks, man. So, like just head in my hands, bro. I couldn't do it, man. So this is like the perfect scenario, is like making it to the finals where I have the best opportunity to win. We both get to perform in front of everybody, get our names out there, and y'all are gonna get to see like what it's like when we're rolling in the room, you know?
All right, this is it. This is the finals.
Teammates.
Yep.
Brothers in combat.
Let's fight.
Submission only series number 4. 185-pound division comes down to this one final match in a very lazy takedown attempts, which works. Puts Chase on his back. I think Chase accepts that.
That's where he wanted to be, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, to go right for the legs. Ryan on top. These guys are both training out of 10th Planet, Atlanta. Ryan sits back. I think he's looking for a leg. Good leg pummeling from both competitors. Like that leg weave with the arm from Ryan on top, trying to prevent Chase from getting underneath him.
He can't pass from here, Chase. I already know he can't do it.
He almost did it a second ago.
He ain't got it.
What the shit?
Chase setting off to the side with this modified Healer. Looks like he wants to swim into single leg X. I believe. Ryan forced to sit down. Chase locking up a leg. Don't think he's got the knee under control. He's got to watch out here. Yeah, he's about to. Ryan was about to step up into that 50-50 and then right over into the saddle, looking for a leg lock.
Chase trying to get his knee out. Still, it's out now.
Yeah, slips the heel right away, gets the knee free. Looking for an arm.
Pause, guys. Do me a favor. Let's reset towards the center.
We're going to reset him back in the center.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and reset again. Where you're at.
I think we were DMs.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, fight.
Curious to see what Chase is looking for with this. And there, now he goes to shin, pulls that into single leg X, looking for the heel hook right away. Nicely stepped around by Ryan. Settling down on top. Oh, Chase with that topside hook. Sneaks it right in, sits into full butterfly.
Looking for the sweep, nothing doing.
Yeah, Ryan, do it. Do it.
I thought he was going to leg drag, but he pulls it in.
These entries into saddle are really good, but he's got to worry about that leg that he sits over. Oh, and this is that Dean Lister spiral footlock, and that is actually can be very dangerous.
No.
Ryan has to sit back down. It's a bit.
He yelps out a no on the way over.
He did get in a little bit deep, and this is his teammate, so
his foot's in there, but I think he's going to get his knee line out. He's going after a foot of his own now. Calf slicer on the way up, maybe? No.
I think he wants to pull it into a backside 50-50, but Ryan gets free. Ryan goes to mount. No response from Chase yet. Chase is just hanging out there. Oh, I like this entry into the saddle. That was actually really slick. Now looking for this heel.
He's in pretty deep here.
Chase is slipping the heel really well, though.
Yeah.
And also getting his knee free in the meantime. He's not quite out of danger yet. This where he can get a little dicey, and I like the control over the foot that Ryan has, but Chase able to get that knee free. Gotta watch out for a roll to the back from Chase. Chase gives up on it pretty quickly.
There's so much playing going on here that it's hard to even keep up with. Like the flow, you know, the flow of these guys. There's so much happening.
Yeah, some really good entries from Ryan. And Chase, I think he's just not using any energy. He's pretty used to training with Ryan.
Right.
And he doesn't bite on anything unless he thinks it's something really valid. So you can see him turn up the heat a little bit once he starts to get into a better position.
Right.
But until then, it's just very playful. Having his guard pass pretty frequently.
Yeah, doesn't seem to care.
Ryan seemingly only using the guard passes to set up the saddle entries, but now looking after an arm, this might be a better strategy from Ryan.
I know this saying I do
Oh, and a nice single leg X entry from Ryan.
What's that?
Going to full X. With the foot lock control. Sits over. Oh, looking for that knee bar perhaps, but Chase very wisely brings the bottom leg free. Chase now looking to go
2 minutes.
Maybe to the saddle. Yeah, on that far leg. And that was a beautiful entry.
Kind of crept out the back door to get there.
Yeah. That was fantastic. Ryan able to just get out of there right away before he gets settled into, but very sneaky entry. Something you don't see often at all.
That's right. You won't come up. Oh, Ryan. Don't let him keep both legs, Ryan. You might be
X-guard
into... Oh, don't let him have both legs.
Ashi. Oh, I like the way he moved his head to the far side, now going into 50-50. Looking to expose that heel. He needs to get up onto that shoulder. He's going to roll. If he rolls all the way through the backside, he can get to the backside of 50-50, which is a very strong finishing position. Does get the heel exposure, gets the tap.
Finally got it.
And beautiful, beautiful stuff from Chase Hanna.
Thank you, brother. My bad. Oh, Jesus. About how I thought it went. Honestly, he's one of the toughest training partners I've ever had. Super good asset to the gym, man. There's no way I can be thankful enough to be able to close this bracket out with him. He's super new to sub only. And it's just awesome to see, like, he's competed in it a handful of times. And he's like slowly worked his way up, and now the last pro tournament he did, he smoked everybody, and he took home the win. It's so awesome to be able to close it out with him, man. But honestly, it could have gone either way. He's really good at guard passing. If he would have put me in the north-south, you guys would have seen me flailing under there, dying while he's trying to rip my arm off my body, and he probably could have done it, to be honest with you. I was between Nez and Ryan, those are the two toughest dudes in the bracket for sure, man. Like, there was no way I wasn't gonna have battles with those dudes, and I'm glad I was able to win, but I'm happy that I was able to close it out with somebody that I find very like skillful and somebody that I'm really good friends with.
All right, and that's it for us today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please follow on social media on @SubmissionOnlySeries. Quick shout out to the sponsors: Live Jits, Iron Hooks Fight Company, Humble Fightwear, Injitsu.com, Impact Dental Designs, Our Life CBD, and Tropicana. Thank you guys so much. I've been your host, John Evans, on behalf of Kevin Widows and everyone here at Submission Only Series. Until next time, goodbye.